The jeweler's wisdom in response to an old man's request. Let's review another insightful story from the third book of Masnavi by Rumi. Once an old man with trembling hands wished to weigh some pieces of gold he owned. He went to a jeweler and asked to borrow his scale. The jeweler, understanding the broader implications of the old man's request, responded, "I do not have a sieve." Confused and thinking the jeweler was mocking him, the old man's face soured as he insisted on his request for the scale. The jeweler again replied, "I do not have a broom." The old man grew frustrated, misunderstanding the jeweler's responses as ridicule. Sensing this, the jeweler finally explained his earlier comments. "I am neither mocking you nor am I deaf," he said, "but knowing your age and the steadiness of your hands, I fear that as you try to weigh your gold, you might accidentally spill some. If that happens, you will need a broom to sweep and a sieve to sift through the dirt and recover your gold pieces." From this story, several practical life lessons emerge. Anticipate needs beyond the obvious. The jeweler's responses, though initially perplexing, highlight the importance of anticipating needs that go beyond the obvious requests. This can apply to various contexts, such as business, healthcare, and personal relationships, where understanding and addressing the underlying needs can lead to more effective and compassionate solutions. Consider the consequences of actions. The jeweler thought ahead about the possible consequences of the old man's request, considering his physical limitations. This teaches us to think about the potential outcomes of actions before making any decision. Wisdom in everyday decisions. The jeweler used his wisdom not just in his craft, but in handling everyday interactions, showing that wisdom is not only for monumental decisions, but can guide daily choices and interactions. Communicate with purpose and clarity. Initially, the jeweler's cryptic responses confused the old man. Explaining your actions and reasoning clearly can prevent misunderstandings and build trust. The jeweler's ultimate explanation reveals his empathy towards the old man's situation. Practicing empathy by putting oneself in another's shoes can lead to more appropriate responses. This story teaches us the importance of foresight and wisdom in our interactions. It encourages us to think beyond the immediate and apparent, considering the broader consequences of our actions and interactions. Also, these lessons highlight the depth of understanding and thoughtfulness that can enrich our interactions.